They say the river keeps what time forgot deep in the Congo Basin, a place untouched by the modern world. The local tribes whisper of a creature they call the one who stops the flow of rivers. For Maverick, a veteran seeking to reconnect his family with the raw pulse of nature, this was the ultimate expedition. With his wife, their 2 sons, and their quiet, perceptive daughter, they set off on a small river launch. Their supplies were meticulously packed, maps laid out, and cameras ready. They were prepared for anything the wild could throw at them. Or so they thought. As their boat pushed deeper into the basin, the vibrant green canopy seemed to close in. The air grew heavy, and a thick, unnatural fog descended, silencing the birds and insects. Maverick had longed for the wild, a place to teach his kids the rules of the world. But out here, the rules were different. A low, almost imperceptible rumble began to vibrate through the hull of their boat. It was their dog who sensed it first. He went rigid, his nose twitching at a patch of mangled water lilies. Along the muddy bank, a massive drag mark carved a path through the vegetation, as if something immense had hauled itself from the water. The flattened reeds looked like a highway for a giant. That night, gathered around a crackling fire, Maverick shared old soldiers' tales of jungle spirits, the kids listening with a mix of laughter and unease. Suddenly, a sound echoed across the water, a deep, resonant trumpet that was definitely not an elephant. Their dog let out a low, mournful howl. On their camera feed, they caught it. A long, rippling wake, moving impossibly against the current, originating from the fabled Lake Telly region, the historic hotspot for sightings. At dawn, a thin mist hung over the river. A colossal shadow passed directly beneath their boat, making it shudder violently. The youngest son pointed, his voice a choked whisper. There, just breaking the surface, was a long, dark curve, a neck gliding through the water before disappearing into a dense island of papyrus reeds. The world went silent, save for the thumping of their own hearts and the dog's terrified, low growl. Driven by a mix of fear and curiosity, Maverick steered them into a narrow channel, hoping for a clearer view. That's when the engine choked and died. The skiff was snagged. The creature surfaced. It wasn't a dinosaur. Not exactly. It was a vast, ancient shape, with a low, intelligent eye, and a mouth methodically chewing on river plants. It was something else, something older. As the boat tipped precariously, a sudden undercurrent pulled their daughter toward the water's edge. Without a second's thought, Maverick's military training kicked in. He sprang into action, cutting the line that snagged them, and plunged into the waist-deep water. With grunts of sheer effort, he grabbed his daughter, braced himself against the current, and hauled her back to safety. This wasn't about hunting a monster. It was about a father facing the absolute unknown to save his family. After the terrifying rescue, they managed to restart the engine and began a hasty retreat. Upstream, the creature surfaced one last time in the fog. It circled them slowly, its gaze not malicious, but almost mournful. Before it slipped back into the depths and was gone, Maverick collapsed onto the bow, wet and shaking, his children clinging to him. Some things, he realized, belong to the river. We won't take them, but we won't forget. Back home, while reviewing their logs, they found something they had unknowingly collected. Clinging to a rope was a strange strand of algae, and embedded within it, a tiny, tooth-like scale unlike anything known to science. The legends persist, because for those who venture deep enough, the river still holds its secrets. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. If you love stories that explore the mysteries of our world, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures into the unknown. Stay curious.